Hi, my name is Tamara Nunes. I'm here today to show you a basic way of finding your IP address on your computer. You may need to know this information if your computer stops working or you're having problems connecting to the internet or connecting to your network at home. The first way we're going to check your IP address will be by using the command prompt. For those of you who've never done this, it's really not that hard. The first thing you need to do is click on the Windows or the Start button down here in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Okay, when that comes up, you need to type in to the little search box here, CMD. And that's going to bring up a list of programs that are associated with those letters in your computer. So you're going to left click right there on CMD, and that's going to bring up this black box. This is your command prompt screen. When you bring up this screen, the first thing you'll need to do is type in ipconfig and hit enter. And this is going to give you your basic information on your computer. If you scroll up, you'll see there that you have your IP address, which is this IPv4 address, which is 192.168.1.101. And your subnet mask is your 255.255.255.0, and your default gateway is the 192.168.1.1. Now notice that your default gateway and your IP address are the first three sets of numbers are the same, the 192, the 168, and the 1. And that's good, that you want that to be like that. Your default gateway is what you would call your, that's your router address. Your IP address is your actual unique identifier for your computer that you're on. The subnet mask is another good information. That's a number that masks an IP address and divides the IP address into network addresses and host addresses. I'm not going to go into any detail on that right now. Okay, and so now let's check to see. I mean, that gives you a basic information, but if you want to see like your DNS servers, which are your domain name system, you need to type in the IPCONFIG, and then you'll do a / and all, and that's going to give you a lot more information. It's still going to give you your default gateway and your IP address information, but it will also give you your DNS servers. So if you look right here, you have the 207.69.188.186, and then I have also a 187 in there as the DNS server information. So DNS, like I said, stands for the domain name system, and they control your network names and addresses. So you may need to know that if you're working on your internet configuration, or if you're having problems with that. So let's get out of the command prompt. We'll go down here to the bottom and type in EXIT, and that'll take that out. So now let's look at how to change IP addresses or subnet masks manually through your Windows. That's not something that I would advise you to change, because this is configured automatically by your internet provider, and if you change it, you may not be able to connect to the internet. There may be a time where a network administrator would have to manually configure these settings, but for now, we're just going to look and see how to do it. So we've already gotten out of the command prompt, so we need to go back to the start button and click on there, and then go then go up to your control panel. Once you open up your control panel, now I'm working on with operating system of Windows 7, so if you're using a different operating system, yours may be a little different or look a little different than what my screens look like. But then you'd go to Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center, click on that, and now this is going to bring up how this is your name of your PC, that's your router, or how you're getting across to the internet, and see everything looks like it's connected fine. I'm on a wireless connection, so right beside of my connections here, it's going to say wireless network connection. So if you click there, which yours may say something different. If you've got a wired connection, it's probably going to say LAN or something like that beside it. But if you click on the wireless connection or either your LAN, whichever you have, if you click on details, that's going to give you pretty much the same information that we did just a few minutes ago with the IP config. It's still going to give you your default gateway and your DNS servers and your IP address. But if you wanted to change that information, you need to go to Properties. And if you click on Properties, it'll give you a list of connections that are used. So then you'll need to go here and click on the version 4. See here it says contain an IP address automatically. That's what it should be. Because normally that's what, the computer, that's how it's set up, because your service provider normally gives you all these addresses. But if you were going to change it, you would click right here in that little button beside use the following IP addresses, and that's where you would type in those addresses. But like I said, we don't want to do that because we don't want to mess up our configurations and not be able to get on the internet. So that's pretty much the basics of networking. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you later. Thank you.